This is a screenshot sent to me by one of you recently, and if you're watching this, you're most probably doing your research, transitioning into remote closing, and you can see in my last few videos, I've been producing a series of training to help you break the learning curve down, and this message really reminds me that there's so many of us, we are so eager to land interviews, to find opportunities, and I can understand what it is like to go through beginner's hell. Okay, beginner's hell in remote closing. The first year, in fact, the first month, when you're still making that transition, you might feel like there's so many things to do, and it can get so overwhelming. It gets to the best of us, right? I can understand why this person did what he did. He didn't role play, he didn't prepare, because it's like, if there are so many things to do, why not I just jump right into the fire? I just learn trial by fire. I have nothing to lose. If I hop on an interview now, I might learn something. Best case scenario, I get into the sales team. Worst case scenario, I just get rejected. I learn a thing or two. And that is one way to do it. But I have to say that if this keeps happening and we keep running into, brick walls again and again, eventually it is going to get to us. Okay, so my approach to doing this is to simplify and to keep breaking things down. Look at the training sessions that I've uploaded recently. Before and after this particular upload, you'll see vision into victory, you'll see strategic closing, you'll see path, you'll see entry, and these are trainings that I've created because I know that right exactly where you are. When you're doing your research, what you will come across is a lot of sales coaches, right? They all have a closer program, and a lot of them are more or less, teaching us how to find opportunities and, to role play and to DM business owners. And it's not so much that these things are difficult to understand. It's not very difficult to understand. I'm sure a lot of you come from jobs and professions that are way, more technical, way more analytical. And it's really the demonstration that we lack. It's really the demonstration that we need. And in the description, I will upload a selected few of my best videos that are precisely directed at overcoming this specific obstacle. This obstacle is this person. He just jumped on the interview and he hasn't been trained. When you're not trained, you have to understand that on the interview, the business owner will screen you thoroughly. They are not just interviewing you. They are interviewing 10, 15, 20, 25, I don't know how many, sometimes even 50 or more over a period of time, candidates, interviewing every single one of them. And it is not that they are mean, it is not that they are bad, it is not that they are difficult, it is their company. They have invested thousands and thousands of dollars to build their infrastructure, their marketing and sales systems. They spend a lot of them, they spend a ton of money on ads. I know companies that just spend 30, 50,000 US dollars per week just to generate calls for their sales team to close. So the next setter that they hire, the next closer that they hire cannot be someone that is not prepared. You have to be prepared. At the very bare minimum, you have to complete your one pager. Okay, look at my previous training entry to understand what I mean by a one pager. That is your authority page. That's the bare minimum that you need to have, because on your authority page, you will upload your responses to the most common time, money, spouse objection. This is something that interviewers will definitely test you on calls. You have to upload at least one full recording, whether it is a role play, whether it's a live call, because they want to see, it doesn't matter whether you have experience or not, but they need to see that you can actually do one complete sales call, right? If you're going for appointment setter roles, you need to upload your best sets. Doesn't matter if it is a role play, if it's a fake conversation, just be transparent about it. I mentioned all of this in my entry training. Go check it out. Okay, I will put all my best resources targeted at this problem in the description. So if you are in a similar situation, you've been doing your best to make it in remote closing, you want to land a good opportunity, but you kind of know yourself that you're not actually fully prepared. Don't be naive and think that you can just get on an interview and just get selected, and then you can just practice on people's leads, and then you can just practice on people's calls. These are calls and leads that these business owners spend a lot of money. They are not going to let anyone come in and practice on them for free. That is just insane. If you ran a company and you spend thousands of dollars to generate calls, would you let anyone on the internet just come in and practice without preparation on all these leads and calls that you have spent money to acquire? I don't think so, right? So the responsibility is on us to fully prepare. So you must build your one-pager. On your one-pager, you have to upload your best sets. Those are screenshots of your conversations, of you using text, you using Messenger to book quality sales calls. Screenshot those conversations of you booking quality sales calls. Doesn't matter if it is a role play. If you're going for closer roles, you need to upload your responses to the classic objections. You need to upload at least one full proper sales call. It is not just for the interviewers to see. It is not just for your potential business owners to see. Most importantly, it is for you to see, because when you are doing those recordings, when you are taking those screenshots, you can actually take a good honest look at your own skills and see what you actually know, where you're actually good at, what needs to be improved. Okay, I always tell every closer to honestly just rate yourself upon 10 in terms of your personal brand. How much would you give yourself upon 10? Your ability to book sales calls via chat. How much would you rate yourself upon 10? Your ability to do a live sales call upon 10. Okay, your own mindset. When it gets tough, when you have to deal with rejections, when things change in our space, as it is always changing, where is your mindset upon 10? These 4 pillars, okay, no one can score a perfect 10 out of 10. Even the best of us, we have off days. Even for me, I'm 7 years in this remote closing game. I just feel like I'm just growing into my own right now at the 7-year mark. I still feel that I have a lot to improve. I'm always looking at what others do well. I see others winning. I try to, keep an open mind and continue to learn and improve. No one is a perfect 10 upon 10. And we are always striving to maintain that balance, to keep improving. And here you can see, I actually asked him, did you record the interview? Okay, every call that you do, try to record it on your end, okay, so that you can always look back. And if you're working with a coach, you can get your coach to do a one-on-one review. You can review it yourself. You can review it with me. But you really need to have this, what I call the white belt closer mentality. The white belt closer mentality. You cannot keep running into walls. And, I respect you taking hits. And I see all of you, I can see you doing it. You're taking hits, you're joining teams, you're trying to source interviews, you're going solo, trying to make this work. It is one thing to keep taking hits. It is another thing to keep running into the same brick wall over and over and over again and, hurting yourself, injuring yourself. Why? So before you run into the next brick wall, take the time to sharpen your saw. Study the videos in the description. I'm going to upload one for a classic objection. I'm going to upload another full call. I'm going to upload this training called the complete call. I'm going to upload another one called the complete script. Okay, if you study these free resources, they are not exactly free because you are investing your time and effort. okay, which is just another form of energy. Like money is another form of energy. So it's not exactly free. You are investing your time, your effort, your energy, your mental resources. It is not free. And I myself, I put in a lot of effort to upload these content as well, because I know it can really make a difference. And I'm proud of being able to contribute in these ways as well. So study the trainings. Okay, it is okay to take hits. It is okay to fail. That's what we are here to do in sales. Okay, what's important is, did you make it count? You took one hit today. You took a loss today, right? But did you make it count? Make it count as you learn from it. Okay, you identify things that you can do better from this point on because of this experience, so that the next few times you encounter the same problem, it won't be another hit. Okay, you can't keep taking the same hit again and again and again. And please, the next conversation you have, the next interview you have, the next sales call you have, okay, you cannot jump on it unprepared. That is just insane. I really respect the courage, but it is insane to just jump into this. Is like a sports competition. You can't, there are people competing alongside you. You cannot just jump into a competition without any form of preparation. That is just insane. Although I understand, I've done it before myself. So study the resource, and if you need extra help, find me on Facebook. Okay, find me on Instagram. The links are all in the description. Let me know exactly where you are in your journey. Are you going for setter, closer positions? Are you going for both? Are you someone who is trying to launch your own offer? Okay, reach out, send me a message, and I'll support you with whatever resource you need from there. Until next time, it's Sena, and enjoy the rest of my videos. Cheers.